morning and welcome to today's program, You and Your Environment. I remain your host, Gilbert OLIE. Today we are going to discuss about danger of flooding. I know the season we are in now, and you know around you what is happening, and it has been forecast, by internationals in flooding and weather condition. So let us, discuss and know the way forward. And with me today, I have some professionals, including the person I call OSAWARU, but I won't put the other side because OSAWARU ADENIYI, you are welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Gilbert. Viewers, once again.
OSAWARU ADENIYI is a PSP, private sector participant in waste management, and he is fitted in this program. Another person is Comrade THEOPHILUS. He's also a private sector participant, and he is also the secretary as our branch.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Then another person who is also an international is Ambassador Richard NDUKA of OSSAI. NDUKA of OSSAI is Director of Peace and Human Rights Organization. He is also representing the Global Society Economic and Financial Evaluation Network. He is also from Delta State. I also will put mouth in this topic, danger of flooding. So for us to kickstart, OSAWARU, looking at what we are discussing, is every year occurrence, flood matter. And for a very long time now, we have been experiencing this, and things have been going somehow. And this is the season. So what do we see in this matter?
Well, thank you very much again, moderator. Viewers, a very crucial topic and concerned topic that we need to discuss about, because they said anybody that prepares for the rain will not be beaten by the rain. So it's an issue we need to discuss because it is close by, and it is a topic that has always been an occurrence every year. And we need to let everybody know. One thing we need to know is that what is flooding? Flood is as a result of overflowed water from a particular area submerging or taking over other areas beyond their level of existence. That's flooding. And we have different types of flooding. We have water flooding, we have sand gross flooding, different type of flooding that we have around. But I think the one that is very peculiar to us here in Delta State and Nigeria at large is water flooding. And there are so many dangers surrounding this water flooding, and the dangers is what we need to let. When somebody doesn't know the effect of what he or she wants to do, you will not be abreast of the outcome. So when you're ready to do the crime, be ready to do the time. So for this one now, we're trying to let people know that these dangers are looming around this period. So everybody needs to be aware and take precaution and take heed while the sun shines. Now, one of the dangers of flooding is this: displacement.
Okay.
Displacement, as in every form of displacement.
Yeah.
Secondly, another danger is, so the flood is coming to add to the hunger that we Nigerians are already suffering from.
Yeah.
Disaster.
Yeah.
Structural disaster, property destruction and the rest.
Yes.
But we need to center on this one that concerns us, because we have a lot of persons who don't have shelter over their head, but they eat.
Yes.
We have a lot of persons who don't have shelter over their health, but they are living well, health-wise.
Okay, yes.
Do you understand? So we should concentrate on these areas. First of all, it's going to displace people to be homeless. Then it's going to bring sickness. Okay. And now we are already fighting Lassa fever and cholera. Okay? You see what this flood will do? So, if we are not prepared, the doctors will have a tsunami in the hospital. If we are not prepared for this flooding, especially this period.
And the new one now is Mpox.
Mpox, you understand? But when it comes to flooding, one of the danger is this epidemic outbreak that we are already managing already, which is the cholera and Lassa fever. Yeah. With this danger coming through this flood, sir, we will have more cholera. You know why? Because the water level will be polluted. The groundwater will be polluting. Danger starts occurring. It will now take excrete from safety tanks and mix it with the water on the ground just that like we all are drinking in the past years. Right. And when you walk through it, you don't know what you're carrying. So dangers are enormous when it comes to this flooding. A lot of dangers are involved. So we need to prepare ourselves. Like I said, a man that knows that the rain is coming, if he prepares early, he will not be beaten by the rain. I leave my
Theophilus, looking at what OSAWARU just said, you know, why is it that, you know, people will be educated, people will be told that, look, so-so thing is coming, so-so thing is coming, yet they will still stay till when that thing, that dirty thing or that killer will come. Why is it so?
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Let me just respond to your own immediately, then I'll tell you, I'll say more. The reason why most times people don't respond to such calls, maybe, what do I mean?
Okay.
Sometimes ask themselves the question, if I move from here, where am I going? Okay. Is there a place provided for me that I should be going? So I'll prefer staying in my house. Then we also look at the issue of economic disruption. Okay. Then we also look at it from the environmental degradation and the impact socially on education. Then we now look at probably, if we have time, turning to an island. Now the impact, yes, there is this island that is where sand has so much accumulated at the middle of the River Niger. Species can't take those waters and it affects them. So if looking at it from that aspect, it's so negative. Like what happened in 2012, we already know a lot. Even 2022 here, we saw it. Yes. We witnessed a lot of some of these health hazards on the fishes, the aquatic lives, then even the human, just like my brother has rightly pointed out. A lot of things will begin to happen. Lassa fever is one, like as he mentioned. Now, we are talking about Mpox and all that. I'm not a medical person, but these things are also part of the negative impact of some of these things that comes out as a result of flooding. So let me stop here for my comment.
So, Ambassador Richard, looking at what we're discussing, what do you think about this flood matter?
Yeah, thank you very much. Exactly what I think is government to look into it. Okay. Now, the level of the water will rise. And when something like that happens, such damages will occur too. Yeah. So,
but where government is trying to educate the people to live or to manage themselves, and they are not listening to it, how do you look at that?
It's for you to voice out.
Okay.
You voice out voice out. Okay. So, like today, with my position, I'm appealing to government today, the state government, to help those communities.
Okay.
In providing
a
camp for them to stay for now. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay. OSAWARU.
Sir.
Now that this period now, you know, since 3 days now, we have not rested in terms of torrential rain. You understand? And you can imagine, I was coming back from Silazaba, and as the rain was falling, people were dumping waste inside the gutter, and you see the water carrying the waste together. Is that not contributing to the worst area of
that are even bigger than that one? They are there.
Okay.
That's a contributing factor. And even that one is even mild. That one you saw is mild to the ones that are causing the problem. One of the major, because if you look at it, flood does not disturb the you can thank you because it's still developing. So when you this incident, this circumstances or instances you just meet is one of government is begging government. Yes, every time we beg government to do what their responsibility. That is what we do in this country. Their primary responsibility, the people always beg them. It's like a child. Because these instances we are talking about, governments are involved in it. They are the primary stakeholders in all this matter. And be willing to carry out the responsibility of that constitution so that even you as a leader and the people will enjoy the dividend of that law and constitution of that land. But the reverse is what we are seeing. They don't obey it. So when you don't obey a constitution, you don't obey a law, what do you expect? It will be abused. And that is why the Ministry of Mines and Minerals and Mining is supposed to control these things. See all the digging they are doing everywhere. If you're going towards the airport now, you see somebody digging red sand around a pole that is carried. After a while, when flood comes, it washes the sand away and the pole will fall. It will not cause black art for people and destroy properties. So sometimes, like we said, we always beg government. This attitudes are bad, starting from the government. Now we're talking about climate change. Are you aware now that last year it was 1,500 people that went for climate change seminar? Now they are begging to reduce the number from 1,500 to 1,000. To go and do what? As Nigeria is concerned now, our problem is beyond climate change. The meeting for climate change is because they have destroyed the original purpose that handles the climate. Like Dubai now, that went to give sky belle, went to incubate the sky for rain to fall. So those are the people that are running the problem here. Just dredge our river Niger. We have dredgers. Like what he said. Simple thing. Flood no go worry us. Do the right thing. Plant trees. Stop falling trees anyhow. The riverine area, water and affect the land where people are cropping. See, the people who are handling this climate change seminar, they've gone beyond this our level. The climate change they are holding meeting for now is the one they have used their hand to cause. That is what they want to prevent. That is why they are calling for climate change. All these chemicals, uranium powers and everything that is now affecting building a climate change. Not be we. But now we want to carry 1,000 people to America for climate change. Of what value is this? So there are so many factors that are here why the sun shine. Bauchi has been submerged. Some community there have been submerged. Over 600 people have been displaced. And they listed out the states that will be affected. Delta has always been a customer.
Yes.
They listed it that Doctor has always been a customer. So we need to prepare. As I talk to you now, so our ID keeper, when Oga was talking about sensitization and the rest, see, sir, when you are sensitizing somebody, you should let the person know. Madam said that day, he said, prevention is cheaper than cure. No more better. prevention is cheaper than cure. I heard it from Madam Esther. I hold that one strong. That's why this program is an enlightenment and educating program. It's cheaper than cure. Government now should start, or else we will spend more if we don't tackle it now.
So, Mr. Comrade Ogo, looking at it now, which way forward?
Place to have gone to some certain places.
Yes.
What we see is different from what we observe when we are within us, and it's
even
so much.
The people in charge too, they have gone there.
They've gone there and come back. So the question
is,
why are we so wicked? I'll give you an instance. Jesus Save Road is a good example. Very big, massive drainage that was constructed. As I speak to you, from the point of Graceville, going down to the real big channel that connects it to take it down to FMC. If you see, push it into the main drain and push it to River Niger. Meanwhile, there are PSPs around that area who can help you collect this refuse with a little token. Then they will go and deposit it where the government has approved for them. But because our heart, our attitude towards our environment, it's so poor and it's so embarrassing that sometimes when you come to such people, they are the people you call the elite, the educated. Now, when you see somebody, there are some persons I saw some time ago, somebody who was working in a bank until she was maybe retired or retrenched or something, I don't know. But I used to know her as a banker. Now she was not working. Only for, while I was just passing through, I saw the refuse dump. Rain was falling, so I was driving through to my office. I saw her with her children, pushing the thing into the government. The government have done us bad.
And they do it unconsciously.
With reckless abandon. They don't care. And if you talk to them, the way they will respond to you, as if you are. Now, that is why sometimes you see the approach in the hospital. The attitude of the nurses towards patients. The nurses are so wicked. They are this one. Why would they not be wicked? You created an avenue to be sick. And so when you get there, the nature plays its role through them. So next time you should not be sick coming there. But people will keep doing this. The other several times ago, we also witnessed Lassa fever. As if it was a joke. People were suffering. Death came. And people took it for granted. So now, the flood already, when we were in August beginning, when we had August break, people thought rain is gone. It's not gone.
Yes, sir.
The prediction is real.
He went to prepare.
He's preparing. And it is coming. And when it comes now, a lot of people will be carried away by the flooding. Now, so the solution, just look like what you're seeing on television. This is supposed to be a community. Now they are all submerged in water.
Both the houses, everything.
Because as it is now, and funny enough, by the time the rain subsides, people goes back there again to live. So the government has a lot to do. We have so much vast land around us that is uncultivated, uninhabited, a kind of place where these people government can build camps, allow erosion.
That's how they did the Lekki now.
Exactly, reclaimed it. It was yes,
and when you look at the river, you see.
So if you ask me, flooding is a natural occurrence that will occur every year. It will keep coming. The solution lies within us as humans. Like he also pointed out, when people are given approval for building, for structures, is it that you don't know the topography of the environment that I recollected some time ago before this River Niger started overflowing the back of a stadium? People were selling land there. They were selling the place.
They sold it
during dry season. I know a young man that went there. You know, they told him, how much do you want to? They say, you see, from this place to the river, you are the owner. He never knew the topography, that place is a flooded area. He paid, and he started building. He just put up fence, put a gate. Rain has not come. By October, the whole place was flooded. He was looking for the man that sold the land. He couldn't find the man.
Gone.
So, now, is it that the young man that sold it did not know? He knew.
He knew, yes.
So, we are capitalizing on the people who seems to be vulnerable, gullible, to make money out of the people.
But yourself, who is going to also buy land?
That's gullibility.
That is because you don't know.
That's
you are not aware. Because I can tell you, if you go there in dry season, it's so dry.
Yes, now.
The river will be very far. So you can't even think that the river will ever overflow the bank. So that's the problem.
So, Ambassador Richard, as a human rights activist, what have you people been doing at least to reach out to the people in a season like this?
Okay, thank you very much. You know, the heart of man is so wicked.
Okay.
We Nigerians mostly, we don't believe in good things.
Okay.
We all know that government at times will ask for help. They will listen to us, can create a road with gutter or whatever. We, the same people that also run to government to do this things for us, we too will not come to block it. Such person, if I get a person arrested, I will send to prison.
That's at Madu body.
Yes.
Because you cry to government listen to you and did it for you. You still came back to block it. Then tomorrow, if you receive an insult from someone else, you will not cry to me, please, I need my right, this and that. Such person, I will send the person to prison. Because you fit to be.
Yes.
I same time again, human being, what we see, we don't like good things. At times, for example, you go to market, market women. There are a place that they kept for them to be kept in their, putting their
wares and all their
wares.
Yes, okay, yes.
But you see somebody, after closing
selling
the
for the day
and the other things, we put all the waste under a table or the chair, or you push it to the road and left there. Then such person, who do you think that will come to remove it for you?
It.
The time like this now came. So there's a way that a refuse can block drillage, no matter the strength of that water. It will not move it out.
Yes.
From there, start blocking.
Yes, that's true.
Start blocking. And from that blocking now, the water start to grow. Rise up.
Rise.
And the most
But it not cause something damage
somewhere else.
Because every year, Nigeria do lose billions of naira in terms of flooding.
Yes.
What caused it? We.
Human activities.
At the same time again, we also ask, we're always begging, because at times, they look into this for us. It's more than our strength. For example, now you can't send somebody to say, Mr. Man, please just check this gadget down, and one side of it don't pull out. Just go and back to back and place it. It's beyond what a man job.
That's true.
That's government calls. Do something intentionally.
Yes.
You also receive the punishment intentionally.
Yes. Because those people who are blocking the drainages,
they do it intentionally.
Yes.
do it intentionally.
Yes.
And
they are doing it intentionally.
They know the good.
The punishment will also come intentionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
They know the good, but they refuse to do it. I was driving along Saple, that was last month. A man came back, he's coming from farm. From the farm.
Yes.
Close to that, just a bridge close to Saple there.
Yes.
I think it's Ethiopia, something like that.
Okay.
Look at bush everywhere. But this man packed bags of refuse.
Yes.
Be thrown into the river.
To the river.
Push into the river. I match break. I call this young man. Doesn't know I'm a Roman officer. Doesn't know.
Okay. Yes,
that is
attitude. That's the attitude.
So when there's a network, instantly I will get me arrested. So at times, we use our hands to destroy our property. Forgetting that more you dump refuse in the river today, another person will dump tomorrow, another person will dump next month. Before 6 months,
the water level will rise.
Right.
And it will spread to your
Spread
house.
to the community. Yes.
Then tomorrow you will have to cry and call government.
Because they themselves that are in many, some of them are very close
to the rivers.
Sure, understand. Which kind of insensitivity is all this?
So such matter very soon in Delta State are going to stand up. When we stand up, we're going to look into it. Because it's very bad for government to even try do something. We, the communities, use our hand to destroy it and still become that government. They are not doing anything. So, sir, I believe any moment from now, my office will look into that, then we know what to do. Thank you, sir.
All right. OSAWARU, now that we're in this condition, you know, this is August, which means we're just growing up in this aspect of what we are talking about now. By end of August, entering September, you know, September is the cocoa. You understand? So, and some people are still, especially those in the river banks, they are still in their homes. My brother, what do you think? Because the way I'm looking at the rain this year is not like last year. How do you look at that?
All right, sir.
Is that not a danger?
In fact, they say when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. It's a very big danger. And what we need to do to avert, the danger will still come, but to reduce the danger to the barest minimum. First of all, the National Orientation Agency. Thank God for DBS, who is always campaigning about, they say flood don't they come, or may you come out for the area where you do, or may you go up land. I hear it every day on DBS radio.
Yes.
But we can do more. Let's take the campaign to the people. Or how many people get lights to listen to your radio? How many people get money to buy battery for transistor radio? Let's take the campaign, because that's where government always fail. Take this campaign to the people. Take it to the Jesus Christ said, take this gospel across the world. The people go to all the riverine area, all our honorable members, because all of them are waiting for the flood to come so that they will collect palliative fund and support for flood victims. So instead of them to do the campaign now, they will not do it, because if they do the campaign, that one will not come.
3 years ago, are they not just giving it now?
That's what I'm saying now.
How much is it?
Oh God, that's what I'm saying.
Will it pay for the damages?
That is what I'm saying now. So that is why they prefer to wait for the damage to come, so that when the support comes, because if there's no damage, there will be no support. So they are not doing the basic things now, and that is why we are wicked. We always want disaster to happen because somebody wants to make money from it. Don't be surprised as I talk to you now, some people are already going to bust where flood will come out from, so that they can get money. So that they can be engaged to be given an assignment. That's one mentality of Nigerians.
But comparing the damage and what they are going to pay,
they don't care. They don't care, because I've seen that Nigeria is all about myself and not ourselves. The country of Nigeria is all about me and not the people. And any man that says it's all about me, so they should take the campaign to the riverine area, sensitize the people, and as you're doing the campaign, start letting them know that I have done a palliative for you. Alternative has been made available. You are coming to tell me to leave the riverine area. Where have you made available for me to come and take succumb for this period of 3-4 months that the flood is coming. When people don't see this, they will say, I believe then I also talk that they talk, they come, if I come up for here, where I won't stay. Because the people have lost hope in the leadership and the concern of those who are supposed to be the father and the mothers of the people of Nigeria. So for us to avert this danger, we need to carry a campaign to the people. Start taking them out. Oga, no worry, not come up for here, come stay here. Oh, and then you put for me, okay, I've made this for you. Even where they've prepared for you is even better than where you are staying. A lot of people will be moved. That consciousness will come for them to move, and they will be going there for farm until the flood comes. They have somewhere to stay, but they don't move. I saw a documentary where the lady was saying, I don't get where I want to go. Now this place I go see stay. Because what I do now, I don't carry my things to go up. Because there is no place for them to take rescue or take shelter. Now, until the flood starts ravaging people, that is when you will not see our government, fire brigade approach. That is why they call it workshop. If there is no work, there will be no shop. So everybody is waiting for flood to come so that there will be work to do and there will be shop to shop. So this danger, you can see, this is the third road overflown by water.
One side is cut off.
Thank you. And that is a median curve. Are you telling me they did not do topographical design? Everything was taken up. But now, when this kind of challenge comes, we should prepare our people. So it is lack of poor preparedness that is causing more danger to us. Now, we need to see how we can reduce the cost of salvaging flood damage by putting modalities in place, or else we will spend more. Now, this climate change they are going for now, they are going to spend money. Yes. They will not cry that Nigeria is among the continents or nations that will be affected by flood. Now, international bodies should please raise flood support. That's the way they are raising for all those foreign countries that were attacked by climate disaster of hurricane and other things. Yeah. Nigeria will not put their own, whereas our own is man-made. Though flood is natural, but when you do your preparation, you can minimize it. So I think the danger is high, and for us to avert it is to take the campaign to the people, because first of all, sir, there is hunger in the land.
Actually, yes.
And one thing, like what my colleague here said, is a flood causes economical hardship. Flood causes economical hardship. That means there will be hunger. All the rice farm in the north. But I also ask my question, why is it that when flood comes, it starts from the north? A place that is more of drought.
They don't even have much.
Sir, I was asking myself, thank you. I was asking myself, how come it starts from the north? A place that is dry, that is on the hill, that does not have rivers surrounding it like that. So there must be something, and that cost can be managed by the people in the north. Is because they don't want to manage it.
Yes, actually, the reason why north is much affected because of in other side has dam.
Okay, yes.
And that dam, there's no much maintenance.
Okay, then it can.
So at times,
when it overflows, it's bad.
not even overflow. At times, it bursts.
That is the maintenance we're talking about, and that is the poor modalities. Because, like I said, I didn't even know this one. He just told me now.
Yes.
Like I said, before he gave me this contribution now, when the right thing is supposed, they have mechanism to avoid this thing. Yes. It is we in the south here that are customers to flood, because we are staying at the low level area of the nation, close to the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, now, THEOPHILUS.
Yeah.
So now, if, for example, now the federal government and the state government, in combination, decide to dredge the River Niger down to the ocean like that, and the people still continue to throw refuse inside the drains and others, do you think we'll be able to solve the problem?
Now, you see, I've forgotten the country that lives, you know, they just have a very land, I can't remember the name now, very land mass.
Okay.
And they have river, very, just like River Niger, that cut across their community.
Yeah.
What they did was to dredge that river, and the river became so deep that no matter the level of rising of the sea, it will not affect them. It just flows, takes its course. If the River Niger is dredged today, there will be no more flooding. Because the volume of that, the volume of water that the river, even when you go to Onitsha on your way to Onitsha, you see the way the slowness. It's just so sluggishly flowing. Why is it flowing? Because it does not have that deepness to be able to move well down to the Atlantic Ocean. So it tried to just find any course around to now drop, you know, start creating tributaries here and there, branching to villages, and they thought it's just normal.
Because if it's dredged, all these tributaries might not even be.
They may not exist anymore.
Yes.
It will not exist anymore.
At the same time, if you know, if you want to harvest good crops in your farm, after planting it, you must clear grass on that farm.
Yes.
You must do much things before it's time for harvest. So dredging the River Niger is not the issue. The maintenance matters. Because
no, but
if you dredge,
yes. Now, usually dredging is not just to go there and dig out the sand.
Okay.
Now, when you talk about dredging, you're also talking about creating a transport route for ships. So you see, dredging the River Niger opens up the economy of the nation. And more businesses will try. So, but because like as we keep saying, government, issue of flooding can only be managed by the government. And it is their responsibility to do that. But the problem is that when you have issues of people who don't put this square peg in square hole, you just have a challenge. Now, when somebody who does not even understand, it's like you bringing somebody who read economics to come and start managing flood. What does he know about flooding? There are environmentalists who studied this thing in school. They know what it means. You carry them to bank. What is he going to be doing there? So misplaced priority is the problem of this nation. Let's have square peg in square hole. These things will stop. It's not all about the people, you know, complaining. People have complained, and they are tired of complaining. So it's like they are taking the bull by the horn on themselves. So you can imagine what he said. Somebody said, "I've put my load on the," forgetting that staying, if the load is there, are you not going to come out? Will you remain there forever? And you forgot that this flood, as this flood is going, reptiles are going with it.
Reptiles.
Dangerous animals are coming with it. Mosquitoes are increasing. So you should expect that after this rain, after this flooding, you have more people visiting the hospital. So the health hazard of this flooding is even the danger. Is the most worst, or what I can say, the worst part of flooding. Because the health of the people will be affected. Talking about food, we are all becoming too hungry, and yet there's no food. So what do? Government should come to the aid of the people. The people themselves should help themselves. It's like you go to the market, you can't buy something, because everybody is talking about fuel here, fuel and there. Or there are some things you can do to help yourself. But because of the wicked nature in us, we need to repent. That's the solution.
So, Ambassador Richard, what advice do you have for our people and even the government?
Yeah, we're talking of danger in flood. It's everywhere. Destroy cities, destroy communities, roads, many things. So the little ones that our government did for us, let us not use our hand to destroy it. At the same time, also government to assist us more, because they are our fathers. Just like my brother said, when you have a child, don't allow that child to beg you food before you feed him. Because when government did good for us today, out of 1,000, at least 40% we understand that government is doing well. But if they're not doing, the whole of this nation, please let us work with one mind. Because what we work with more mind will not cost damages. When we see bad thing, we should not encourage our brother to support. Always caution your brother when he's about to do evil. Because with that, the damage of the dangers will be reduced. Just like my brother has said, somebody takes a load up just because the water is on the ground. Forgetting that the same building, that water is weakening that building.
Yes.
What if you climb up and maybe your bed is up, the building collapse, where are you?
Exactly. The foundation is affected.
You're gone.
Both the life,
the property,
everything
gone. More damages.
Just like this ones were
saying. Just like what I saying. Yes. That building no more.
It will collapse. It will collapse.
It causes damages. Not even only damage. It takes lives. So let us encourage ourselves. In such, let us avoid staying in such. Take your things out of that place. Like as my group also brother said, we also take the campaign to those communities, which we are about to start. Me and my team, anywhere from next week, we'll start doing that because, you know, a novice is always a novice. Something you don't know, it's senior you 100 times. You don't know it.
That's true.
Until, just like in school, if a teacher doesn't teach a child, it's not learn anything. So we need to go educate them. Please, these are the way to follow. These are the things to do for you to achieve this. Then, with that, I believe the damage will reduce.
That's true.
So, my good people, any moment from next week, that duty should be carried out.
Enlightenment campaign.
Yes, thank you so much. I think if we had much time, we'll have...
When you are in the hospital, government will not come and pay your hospital bill. My people, don't wait for government. The Nigeria that we are now is no longer government of the people, for the people, and by the people. It is government for themselves. So move. That's my honor.
Okay, thank you so much. I think we have come to